What up, soldiers? Texas Grown 409, aka the Iraq Veteran Gamer. Today's August 16th, 2011. 4 years ago, Specialist Kamisha Jane Block passed away. If you want to hear this story, I'll post an annotation on the screen. But I asked if y'all wanted to come to her grave to pay y'all's respect. That's what I'm doing today. I haven't been to her grave since the beginning of 2008. It's pretty awesome I finally came again. Before I show y'all everything, let's have a little moment of silence. This was Kamisha Jane Block. She was a specialist in the U.S. Army. She was born August 4th, 1987. She passed away August 16th, 2007. She was the Bronze Star Medal recipient during Operation R.I.P Freedom. I think her family did an awesome job of picking a good headstone. The reason the butterflies are on there is because butterflies was one of her things. They said when she showed up at the airport and they were escorting her to her memorial service, they said in the field there was hundreds of butterflies. And every time I see a butterfly to this day, the first thing that comes to mind is her. And it's a good feeling every time I see a butterfly, so it's not a bad thing. I really don't get sad about this anymore like I used to. I guess I finally grieved about it. You know, you never forget, never fully get over something like this. But, you know, the painful moments are gone. The greatest thing I like about her headstone is this. Freedom doesn't come free. And I'm gonna tell a little quick story. Something I never really told many people. Only told like 1 or 2 people about this. But about a week after she passed away, I was sitting in my barracks when I was in Iraq, and I was laying on my bed trying to sleep, and in the room it was dark, and when I'd close my eyes, this weird thing would happen. You know how if you like press on your eyes, not too hard, I don't want none of y'all to go blind, but if you press on your eyes a little bit, you'll see colors start to go in. Well, that's what happens when I press on my eyes. But this is the best way I can explain what was going on. So say you're pressing on your eyes, right? The colors start coming in like in a little circle. Well, I was laying on my bed, and even when I'd open my eyes, this would still happen. And this has only happened about 3 or 4 times. And what would happen when I'd focus in on the colors going to a circle, there would be a face showing up. And I keep looking and keep looking, and come to find out it looked like Kamisha's face. And of course, when about a week after, you know, all the stuff happened, it was real comforting. And I was laying on my bed, and you know, it kind of freaked me out because it's like, it's really weird for this to happen. Like I said, it's only happened a couple times. But I was laying on my bed, and it felt like somebody crawled on top of me and gave me a kiss. It was kind of like, I forgive you for the stuff between us, you know, the mean things you said. And it's like, you know, I forgive you and I love you, and just move on and be happy with your life, you know? That's what I got from it. Another little story. You know how when you're in a relationship, you have a song for each other? Well, her song to me was Snow Patrol Chasing Cars. I'll link the video in the description if y'all never heard it. But I was sitting in my room, and And I don't know if my roommate had something to do with this or not. If he didn't, then this is really, really crazy. But I always listen to iTunes. I had an iTunes playlist with like over 4,000 songs. And when I got on my iTunes, there was a playlist made. And I noticed it only had one song in it. So I clicked on the playlist, and sure enough, the only song in there was Snow Patrol Chasing Cars. I don't know if that was a sign, saying, everything's gonna be okay, or if my roommate did it. He says he didn't, but even if he did, it kind of made me feel good. It doesn't matter if he did it, or if it just some weird shit happened. That's all I got for right now. I guess let's have another moment of silence. Kamisha, I just want you to know that not only did the whole experience of deploying to Iraq, but the things that happened between me and you, it taught me the most about respect. So, you've left your mark on this earth. You've left respect in my heart. I know, and that's one thing I try to do with my YouTube, is I try to promote respect. I know a lot of your family's against me recording, and I apologize if they're hurt about it. But honestly, I gotta do what's best for me, what helps me cope with everything, with my whole Iraq experience, and even shit that happened before I even went to Iraq, when I was when I was a kid and all that. It's my form of coping, and I'm really sorry if your family's hurt about it. I just hope you know that I'm not doing this to get famous or just to get more views or people feel sorry for me. I'm doing this because this helps me cope. Anyways, I'm glad I finally came. It's been over 4.5 years since I've came over here, or over 3.5 years. Anyways, you'll never be forgotten. I love you, girl.